Saturday, so it is Saturday morning. It is 9:40 and these little things keep slipping off. So I've decided that I'm just gonna have a nice recharging week. Now we are in January, full swing, and it just feels so good to be here. Over Christmas, we went to my in-laws' house and we spent Christmas with them. It was amazing. And then my friend that moved to Spain, she flew back for Christmas. She was literally here for like 5 days. I drove back up to Sacramento. Me, her, and one of our other friends, so like the three of us got together, and it was just, it was so nice. It was amazing. Every time she does come in town, we do get together, but it just feels like it's not very often. Okay, it doesn't just feel that way. It's 1 to 2 times a year because she literally lives across the world. So that was the 26th, and then that night I drove back to my in-laws, and the next morning we went for our annual snow cabin for, I think it was like 5 or 6 days. And it was so much fun. We brought the dogs, and the pups have the time of their life. They freaking love the snow. But overall, it was so much fun. Snowmobiling, snowman making, cooking, baking, movies, games, you know, all the things. And it was a total blast, and I'm so glad that we went. And then we came back New Year's Eve, and New Year's Eve, we literally sat on the couch, watched shows. We were in bed by 9. We were so freaking exhausted, and it was honestly the best New Year's I could have wanted. Literally the next freaking morning, we put away all of Christmas and deep cleaned the house. And I'm talking deep clean, okay? Like baseboards were cleaned. The house was so fresh. And now here we are. So getting back to work was, it's always hard. But you know what they say, like vacation, like, oh, it recharges you, and then you're like ready to come back to work. Dude, heck no, tech no. Like, who said that? Literally the biggest lie I have ever heard. Because every time I have time off or vacation, it is like a little teaser of what retirement would be like. What it would be like to like have a sugar daddy. I'm not inspired to go back to work. I'm inspired of what my life would be like if I didn't have work. And yeah, so going back to work is always like the biggest freaking struggle. Earlier this week, I did cut my hair because I just showered. You can't, like, I feel like it's not as clear, but I did cut off 3 inches, which was absolutely devastating. But also it was entirely dead, and there were like 6 hairs. You know what I mean? You know, like the last few inches of your hair are like so thin, so dead that like they really need to go, but then you're like, but I had more length. That's pretty much where I was. So yeah, cut off like 3 inches. My hair looks so much better. I got layers put back in, and I got facial framing again, or face framing. But today we are leaning into like kind of getting our life back together. So showered, full everything shower, shaved, pumice stoned, cleaned up the toes, full full body lotion. Like I even lotioned my feet. Like we got in there. I did a hair mask. I did my Pureology Superfoods hair mask, cleaned the ears, filed the nails, touched up the cuticles, like dermaplaned, exfoliated. Like I'm really getting in there. And then I got my little under eye mask stuff on right now. Like I tried to put on leggings, but after the amount, I put like 2 layers of lotion on my legs, and I couldn't get leggings on. You know, like it like sticks. And so I decided to wear a matching sweat set, which is Darren's, because I don't think I own a matching sweat set. Let's make breakfast. So today I'm craving a parfait. So I like to do Greek yogurt parfait. So I'm using Fage or Fase. I don't know how you pronounce this, but I like the purple one. I think 0% fat, is that what it is? Yeah, 0% milk fat. But basically I just like this one because of like its consistency and flavor. I just prefer, not necessarily health reasons. And then I'm using Great Value organic raw honey, and I drizzle this on it. And then I'm using Costco blueberries, and then I am going to be using Nature Valley granola. So I vary like what brand of granola I use, but I just like oats and honey. I have tried Nature Valley before and I liked it, but I've never tried the extra protein one. So I don't know how it's gonna taste or anything, but in general, I've been like trying to eat more protein, eat more veggies. I mean, not necessarily because like New Year, I feel like I've been trying to do this for a few months because I was just noticing I was like really lethargic and like it was hard to get up in the morning. I didn't want to do anything. And like, yeah, a portion of that definitely could have been because, you know, it's cold, it's winter, we have very few hours of sunlight. Hi, Hunter. Do you see Hunter's nose over here checking things out? Hi. And so, you know, it very well could have been that, but I was like, I bet you if I ate better and eat more than just like packaged processed foods, like I could probably feel better, you know? And so I've been giving it a try, and I actually have noticed a huge difference in like my energy levels. So I've been just keeping it up. What's going on here? No, guys, I know. It's a package. Usually packages are for you guys, but this is for mom. So yeah, I've just been trying to eat better in general, and now it's kind of like become more of a habit. I've noticed that blueberry's ugly. That I feel better and I'm more energized. And so, yeah. So this is my breakfast. This is how we used to make parfaits back when I worked at Jamba Juice, and that was the first time I had ever tried a parfait back in college. And yeah, Greek yogurt parfaits are all that in a bag of chips. So yeah, it's my breakfast. I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Organize the beverage drawer, and I'm so proud of it. So we have Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi here. We don't drink that, but both of Darren's parents love Diet Coke. My parents both love Diet Pepsi, so we always keep them on hand. And then water bottles. And then over here, Darren loves his sparkling water. So we have some lime LaCroix, and then we have Spindrift. I think this one is unflavored. So we just have two different types there. And then here is our beer area. So we have some like Coors Light, some Voodoo Ranger. We have a few different like random craft ones, some Blue Moon, Deschutes, Sierra Nevada. So we just have a bit of variety. So whenever we have people over, hopefully they can find something that they like. So, oh, it looks so good. So I did some reorganizing. So right here, I had this like woven basket thing, and it was full of blankets like this one and a few others. And so I decided, what if I move that in here and use it like a secondary toy bin, because they have so many toys. And then I decided to drape this blanket here because the dogs always lay there. And apparently we learned that puppies have like oils, just like people do. And even though we bathe them every week, they still like stain it with oils. So we had a real hard time with the steamers getting out some of their like dark spots. So I'm thinking that can protect the couch. And then, okay, so you see all these toys, right? From this bin. Well, hey, seed girl. Over here, we have another bin full of their different toys. And then we always have several outside. And then we have this entire bag is full of different dog toys. And so is this very large tote. Just all different dog toys. So we have so many, and we try to rotate them out to make sure that the pups can like choose between different toys, have like stimulation between, you know, not just like playing with the same things each day. So yeah, I think it would be helpful to have a second place. So I'm feeling good about this. I think the pups are feeling good about it because as you saw, Hunter already was digging in this one to find what his chosen toy would be. So there we are. Yeah, I think it looks good with the area. I'm 2 loads of laundry in, and now it's time to do the sheets. So let's strip the bed. There are too many dog toys in this house. I just washed a load of towels and rugs, and I found one of the dog's bats. Oh my god. How does it even get in here? Here, Hunts. Do you want your bat? Hello. So it is 12:20. And I mean, at this point, I've already gone halfway through the day without getting ready, but I've decided that I do want to get ready, just because I feel more like productive and like ready to take on the day when I do get ready. And although I've been doing, I feel like a pretty good job of it so far, I'm just like, I feel more inspired when I'm ready for the day. This is self-care. Self-care is feeling good about yourself. Wow, oh my gosh, my skin is so smooth after like exfoliating this morning. Wow, oh my gosh. And my skin has been so clear. It's crazy. I feel like for the first time in a very, very long time, my skin has actually been balanced. And when I say a very long time, I mean, I started struggling with acne in October of 2022. And that's because I was getting ready for my friend Gopi's wedding. So like, I know exactly what it was. Sometimes I like for a few weeks or even like a month, I've been able to find things here and there that will improve it and like clear up my skin. But in general, I've just been struggling with it. And so it's been really nice, and honestly, I think the reasoning is that I cleaned up my diet. So you best believe I'm gonna be trying to keep this up as long as possible. I will say it requires like cooking in and a lot of grocery shopping, meal planning, a lot of cooking, cleaning, prep time, and so it is a significant amount of effort. So what we've been doing recently, because I feel like we just don't, like the motivation isn't totally there. We've been making meals and making like 2 to 4 times the amount we would for 2 people so that we have leftovers for either like lunch or dinner the next day. And that has been such a game changer. So you don't have to be cooking every single day to like be eating better. And that's really been, I feel like, working out for us. And then I think I've told you guys a few vlogs ago, we've also been starting to include more like ready to eat things. So like from Costco, we'll get like some of the entree or like some of the side dishes, like things that are already like prepped from those stores, where we're still including like fresh cooking, like the protein, or fresh cooking the like veggies, but at least like the base of the meal is there. That has also been really helpful. So like you can have like a made at home meal, but you don't have to make like every single thing from scratch. And then every week, like once or twice, I will either make a large batch of Spanish rice, cilantro lime rice, or just like regular steamed rice. And then for the next like 2 or 3 days, whatever meal we make, like sometimes we'll do like bean, cheese, rice, chicken burritos. And then the next day we'll use that and we'll make like the cilantro lime rice and make like Indian food. and then maybe we'll make tacos, just like mix and match and stuff. So that has also been a like huge game changer for us. All in all, I feel like the results are seen in my energy and my skin, which, to be honest, are probably like the two things I care about most right now. So anyway, I literally turned on the camera to tell you guys I've decided to do my makeup. And here we are 7 minutes later. So I will see you guys when I'm done. So it's 1 o'clock and I decided that I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat a little bit earlier. I had some baby tomatoes and some grapes for a snack, but now I'm like getting to the point where I think it's time to actually like make a meal instead of just continuing to find more snacks. So opened the fridge and it was a complete disaster. So then I got distracted trying to organize things. It's definitely not perfect. There's still room for improvement, but you can see everything because we got to one of those places where things were just like stuffed on top of each other and you couldn't even like see what was happening. So yeah, it's not perfect, but you can like see majority of everything in there. So I'm taking that as a win. And then I found all of these things in there that were expired. And so I pulled all of this out, and so that also helped like make some room. So now, now that I went off on that side quest, what I'm going to make, I'm gonna make a burrito. So I'm gonna use the Costco tortillas. These are like the raw ones that you cook. And then I'm going to use some Rosarita refried beans, and then cilantro lime rice that I made like 2 days ago. I'm going to use some Daisy sour cream, some Tillamook shredded Colby Jack. Usually like I'll shred like half a block to a full block of cheese and like put it in a Ziploc bag, and then we'll like work through that. So I'm gonna finish this off, and then I may or may not shred the other block that we have in there because it's just so much easier. I feel like when I wanna cook something and there's not like pre-shredded cheese, it will like derail my motivation. So I like to do that. I don't like to buy it pre-shredded because it's like tossed in like, I don't know, flour, starch, whatever it is. It changes the taste and the consistency of cheese. So I always like to like fresh grate it. But getting off on a tangent, I have some black olives that I'm gonna cut up and put in there. And then I'm gonna put some avocado in there as well. So that is going to be my lunch. So I'm just gonna throw away all of this expired stuff and then get cooking. So I just finished making lunch. Okay, this is not gonna close. This is like the world's biggest burrito. I needed like a Chipotle size tortilla. Once again, I feel like one of the biggest things I struggle with cooking in general, I really thought like, okay, this is just a little bit of beans, a little bit of rice. Like my understanding of like portions when it's coming together for like a bigger meal is so off. Like if it's just like rice and chicken or something, totally fine. But it's like the more ingredients, the more off like my overall meal ends up being, because I don't know. I just feel like every amount that you need, I feel like is more than is actually needed. Like, so yeah, here we are. Mega burrito. Gonna finish tidying up some of the things I used for it, and then I'm gonna eat my mega burrito, or as much of it as I can, because this is gigantic. On today's episode of things that we are improving in the house, we got new light sockets. So the kitchen island, we have 3 light sockets, but they only have like top and bottom holes, and like almost every single one we could find on Amazon was like the one that has just the one center hole. So we found these that had 3, so you can use it for like just the center, or if it's a 2 or a 3 screw. But what was cool about these is that they are like, they're the type where you have to kind of like start to push your thing in and pull it to the side to get all the way through. So it's a bit safer than just like regular sockets or like socket covers. So we decided to get these. I mean, honestly, primarily it was because there were so few options for having like a stark white and the 2 screw. But so far, Darren has replaced one. And in usual Amazon fashion, you can't buy just one. You can only buy a 6-pack. So I've got 5 here because Darren already replaced one. So one of the sockets was like, it was cracked and like missing the whole like bottom section of it, and it just looked really bad. So we wanted to replace that. And then there's another light socket in one of the bedrooms that like, it doesn't even have a cover. So yeah, we needed 2 of them and it was cheaper to buy 6. So here we are. So I wanted to show you the one that is installed so far. Okay, here it is. And look how nicely this like matches the counter. So when you move it over, see how like, okay, now there's the socket. So yeah, so you can't like electrocute yourself, which I really like because people are like sitting here, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, it just makes me feel safer. So these are the original. As you can see, they stand out a lot more. Like these like blend in. This looks good. So we're going to be replacing the other 2. So you can see one right here and like one right there with these new ones. But I thought this was really spiffy, and yeah, they weren't too bad. Next on the agenda, Hunter and Sadie will not be very happy about this, but I have to give them the boot because this couch is a disaster. I mean, given it's just blankets and pillows and like needing to fluff the cushions, but not loving it. Hunties. Hunties. What are you doing to your paw? Oh my gosh, these pups need a haircut, but I want to keep their hair long. I think I'm gonna like trim up their face. February, we're gonna maybe get their winter haircut where we leave like 1.5 to 2 inches of hair so that they're so warm, but it is getting long. So much better. Now the problem is that these were 2 of the blankets that went into that basket right here. So that we'd always have the throw blankets local. Now that we don't have that, I'm not sure what to do. I mean, we do have room for these in one of our linen closets, but I don't know that we want to get up every time. I think we might have to get another basket. I think that's the solution. And then this thing here, these are one of those paw blankets, and so it's like, it's waterproof and it's like soft and comfortable for the dogs, but it also protects the couch because as you guys saw, like this is where they like to lay the most, and this is where we had the most staining. Like when they came and steamed, it was like this, the top of this pillow and like the whole top section was a significantly like visibly darker color. It was like a line. So now we just decided that we would put this here. We used to just kind of keep it at like the edge of our bed or kind of move it around wherever they're favoring. But since this is the current favorite spot, we just put it there. So honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It's not like visually the best. Like obviously that looks better, but you know, we do what we can to protect the furniture. Few things in this world feel better than a clean environment. And of course, as I was telling you guys, the Pillow Queen is back at her throne, or in her throne. Hunter is back in his area. You guys can see why we keep the blankets there. Because these 2 are so consistent, huh guys? And then over here, things are also looking good. And then, I mean, honestly, the dining room is always looking fine because we don't eat here other than holidays. So this is always looking fine. Hi, Hens. And yeah, everything's looking good. Oh my goodness, okay. All right, let's get down the trimming stuff. It's time to open up your eyes. So I wanted to show you guys the grooming, the home grooming things that we have. So this one, the brand is Scene West Professional. And these are like the clippers and scissors that we have for them. So this kit comes with quite a bit. It has like a comb, scissors, nail file, and like an electric like trimmer. The electric cutter, honestly, we tried once, but their hair is so thick, and also it's just like, it's hard when you have long haired dogs with like curly or wavy hair. So after like one attempt, honestly, we just take them in. So the only thing we really use out of this kit are like the scissors and the comb. This also comes with nail clipping, but we're too nervous that we're gonna like cut down and cut them, you know what I mean? They don't have, like how some dogs, they have like kind of clear nails so you can see where like the wick is it called a wick? I think it's called a wick, but like, you know, essentially like their nail bed is. And so like those are like easier to clean or to cut. But Hunter and Sadie's nails are like black, so you can't see like where to stop, you know what I mean? And that makes me really nervous. I don't want to cut them. So we just leave it to the professionals. And then One Is All is the name of the little like toe trimmer. So this is a mini little electric clipper. And so this is how we just like go between all the toe pads and like around them so that like when they start to lose traction. And this I do really like. I got both of these on Amazon. I want to say this was like $17 or $15 or something. It wasn't much, but it works really well. And the battery allowed me to do Hunter and Sadie's like all 4 paws for both dogs. So the battery lasts a pretty good amount of time. Yeah, all right, let's trim up around the eyes. I know, you don't like this. We're gonna make it quick, okay? Gonna make it quick. Okay? Okay. Can I have your face? Okay. You're so good. You're doing so good. Okay, let's show him. Let's show him. Come here. Look, the good boy can see. Huh, sweetheart? Yeah. We trimmed off a pretty good amount. And so now he's able to see. And Miss Sadie, it's your turn. Oh, you can see now too. Yay! Oh my gosh, Darren got home and we decided to take the dogs on this walk. Literally, it is like one of the windiest days. It was so crazy trying to take him on this walk. And because I've been using clips, I don't keep hair ties on my wrist anymore. So my hair was just going like everywhere. I like rolled up my hair and like put the hood on and like tightened up the hood so you can only see like a little circle of my face. I was like so over it because I couldn't see where I was going because it was one of those like windy days where the wind's coming from all directions. So it was like blowing all in my face and around my head, and I was just like, I'm gonna lose it. Like I can't do this. Yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that I started using hair clips instead of like hair ties because again, that was part of like my hair journey of like trying to get my hair healthy again because like rubber bands, or not rubber bands, but like hair ties cause like breakage versus clips. So I've been really good about the clips, but you can't just like carry clips on your person as easily as it is like a hair tie. So I think I'm gonna have to bring back the hair ties because I totally forgot that like it's wind season and I don't have the patience to be dealing with this. So yeah, also I've decided to take my cleaning to the next level. I just started a load of my pillows, and I don't mean the pillowcases, I mean the actual pillows themselves. I mean, I have washed them before, I wash them periodically, but honestly, I feel like I do it like once every 6 months, and I don't know if that's gross. Like weekly, we do all the sheets and all like the pillowcases and stuff, but yeah, I don't clean the pillows very often. So if you didn't know, you can throw your pillows in like the washing machine. So yeah, I just did that. So we'll see though, because I think that's gonna be like 3 dry cycles, and it's already 4 p.m. and the sheets are in the dryer right now, and those take 2 dry cycles. I have a feeling that I just set us up to go to bed very late tonight because of how long everything's gonna take to dry. I also really want to do the duvet insert today, but I think that's gonna have to wait till tomorrow because that is like 3 to 4 dry cycles. Like the duvet insert always takes forever. I feel like I do that one probably every like 3 months, but it's just, it is the biggest pain. I mean, you gotta do it, but I hate it. It's finally dinner time, so I decided to make pasta. I have not had pasta in, it feels like forever. It has been at least a couple weeks. So I made a tomato and broccoli pasta, and I'm so excited. So yeah, I think this is gonna be really delicious. We are also watching Heroes. We had almost finished the season, and then I don't know, like for some reason, like it wouldn't load on our TV. And so we were down to the last 4 episodes, and after like 6 months, we are finally back to watching it. And actually, I think someone's dying right now. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, bye. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Sunday morning. It's the next day. And I'm getting ready. We are gonna stop, get some Starbucks, quick errand or 2 to run, and then we are going to my sister's house, and we are gonna go to the zoo with her little fam, see my nieces. Okay, so I, a couple months ago, got this MAC Prep and Prime. It's a lip primer, so like you put it on before lipstick, but I use like the Kylie Cosmetic lipstick, and I don't know, like, it makes me feel like I know what I'm doing to like put this like primer on first, but I swear it stays on longer without this. Like, I don't, maybe this is just for like regular lipstick, but I really genuinely feel like my liquid lipstick comes off significantly faster with this, because usually it like dries on my lip. I do put a little bit of like chapstick like 20-30 minutes before I put it on, but like, yeah, I feel like this like creates a barrier that like prevents it from fully drying, so it comes off faster. So you know what, I'm gonna skip it. As I'm like telling you guys about this, I'm like, okay, wait, why am I continuing to do this? It just like, it makes me feel like I know what I'm doing putting on primer, and you know what, maybe it's just not worth it. So I'm not gonna put it on, but I wanted to pop in and say good morning while I'm still getting ready and let you guys know the plan for the day. So I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in a bit. Starbucks collected. I got a tall sweet cream cold brew, and this is the most coffee looking one that I've gotten in a long time, which I appreciate. Usually I feel like they put so much cream, it's like white. Hello guys, so it's like an hour and a half later. So after we finished our errands, we were gonna go to my sister's house. By the way, just making parfait, same thing I had for breakfast yesterday. And so I called my sister and I was like, hey, we are ready to head over, but they were running very late with the girls and hadn't like showered, gotten dressed. They were still trying to get the girls to eat, and so they were like, we will not be ready for like 2 hours. And we like, okay, well, we don't live close enough to, you know, like go home and come back in 2 hours, so we're just like, you know what, we'll just do something tonight. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Wow, this is gonna be the world's smallest parfait. Oh, that's the rest of the yogurt though. Okay, that's fine. It'll just be a little snack, and then maybe I'll make a little something later. So yeah, instead we're gonna see them tonight. And I'm very excited because actually we had gotten something for my sister, because she is like 9 months pregnant. She's giving birth, or I guess 8. She's giving birth in like 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, 2 weeks. So we had, we shipped most of the gift to her because she didn't do a baby shower this time around because it's her third. We had found one thing like in person that we have here at the house. And so I was like, oh my gosh, we have to make sure that we bring that. And then we got halfway there and I was like, we forgot to bring it. So that works out. Also, I just piled an aggressive amount of blueberries and granola to make it a bit more filling. So that's good. I'm also very excited about this parfait business here. Okay, well, I'm gonna enjoy this, but I just wanted to check in with you guys, say hello. Yeah, cheers. Got some popcorn, editing this video. Darren's enjoying his show in there. Pups are conveniently right in front of him because he's eating a snack, and it's clearly something that they think that they should be participating in. What are you eating? Oh, salami. Yep, that explains it. Hello guys, so it's a couple hours later, it's like 6:30. So I just finished editing and making the thumbnail. We watched the latest episode of Mayfair Witches. This season is so good. I guess because we didn't watch the first season until all the episodes had already come out, I kind of thought that they dropped like all the episodes at once. But we discovered last week when season 2 came out that apparently they're on like this weekly release business. I hate these weekly releases. It's like old time TV, and I was so happy to be away from that. So now I need to like find a show on Netflix, but that is where we're at this evening. So I was talking to my sister and I was like, girl, I'm in full fleece PJs, snuggled up, I've got a blanket, like I don't think I'm leaving this house. And she was like, I'm struggling to survive, let's reschedule. So thank God. I feel like once it's dark, it's just like, no. I know it gets dark at like 5:30, but as soon as it gets dark, it's like, it's midnight. So I can't go out at midnight. And so yeah, we've canceled plans tonight, and honestly, I couldn't be happier about it. So I will have to see her a different day. But you know what? I tried this morning, and yeah, it wasn't meant to be. Also, I realized that literally my only fleece PJs are all Christmas PJs. And so over the next like 2-3 months while it's cold, if you see me in Christmas PJs, like it is what it is, because I need the fleece, you know. Darren and I run very different temperatures. Like he's in short sleeves and shorts and like sweating, and I'm in a fleece getup wrapped in a blanket and I'm shivering. So, you know, in order to survive around here, we need the fleece. Hello guys, so it's a bit later and we are just kind of getting ready to go to bed. So it has been such a lazy day and it feels so good to just like relax today. I feel like I used all of my weekend's energy yesterday, and today was like that true relaxation that I needed before another work day or start of another work week tomorrow. I prefer to say work day because it sounds like I only have to show up one day. But anywho, I wanted to pop in and say goodnight to you guys and end off the vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe below, give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to tune in soon for another new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye guys.